Cam McGuire back with you here inside the Tahoe Blue Event Center from State Line, Nevada, as the Steelheads kick off a 4-game series coming up tonight against the Tahoe Night Monsters at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Alongside head coach Everett Sheen. Well, Sheener, before we get into this week's series, a big one for your guys' club, let's look back to last week, a 3-game series sweep over the Allen Americans, outscored them 13-2, and kind of 3 really good feel-good wins, wasn't it?
Yeah, we needed those. After dropping 3 in a row, Kansas City and then 2 against Tahoe, we really needed to take all 3 to get back in the playoff hunt. And we went in expecting that goal, and we came out achieving it.
Did it in different ways as well. Well, somewhat different ways. 7-0 shutout to open it up a week ago. 1-0 shutout on Friday, and then the offense came alive again on Saturday night. A 5-2 final for you guys, finding different ways to win. I feel like we've harped on it throughout the season, but you did so in all 3 games, and really nice to see that come through.
Yeah, especially on that Friday game, the 1-0 win, it takes a full team effort no matter who you're playing. You got to tip your cap a little bit down. They play hard no matter the score, and they were right in it all the way to the end, and thought our guys battled hard, and obviously Crosby made some huge saves down the stretch. But anytime you win a 1-0 game, it's a good team win.
You mentioned a team playing hard. Realistically, they didn't have much to play for, right? Mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. But, as we talked throughout the week last week, a lot of those guys are playing for contracts next year, whether it be in Allen or places elsewhere. Maybe you've been on teams in the past. Probably not. I think you had a pretty good career where you weren't out of it that earlier in the season. But like you said, tip your cap to them. They play hard. But, put yourself in their shoes. It's got to be hard to kind of come to the rink and kind of play that style of play.
Yeah, it definitely would be. Like you said, I was fortunate enough not to ever be in that situation as a player, and just kind of trying to think about it. Like I said, you are playing for your next contract, whether overseas in the same league or whatever. So that's why guys kind of have that extra motivation. It's probably always fun to try and play spoiler if you can as well. So those are 3 big wins for us last week.
Well, I sound like a broken record, probably all the time, but Ben Craws outstanding last week, 3-0. 2 shutouts, 89 saves, 91 shots. He'll start here to open up this series in Tahoe. We've talked about him throughout the season. Really good goaltender, but God, was he good last weekend.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He's been playing really well as of late, which is what you need to make a late playoff push here. So, going with him again, and he's our guy to kind of make the push, and our boys are playing hard for him.
We spoke with him, too, after the game on Wednesday and Friday. He really credited the guys in front of him. Defensively playing, it seems like you guys have kind of found your touch a little bit.
Yeah, we're really dialing it in defensively. We need to make sure we continue that here tonight. And as we spoke, we're a team that can score goals. We just need to limit the chances against and the quality of them. So it's going to be a full 60 on both ends of the ice here tonight.
5 straight games for you guys without allowing a power play goal. You've killed off 15 straight during that span. And during this month of March, right about 90%, only 3 goals allowed on 33 shorthanded chances. We spoke at the end of the month of February, which was an area that kind of killed you guys during the month of February. So you've seen much improvement. What's led to that?
Just the details within our penalty kill. Nothing structurally really changed. It's just kind of the commitment to the stick details and getting in shot lanes and, denying entries. And, I thought our guys have done a tremendous job. Like you said, February was a terrible month for a penalty kill. And, our group has really responded and dialed in, and we need to keep it going.
Well, we know what's at stake. 10 games left, 3 points back at that 4th and final playoff spot, just 4 points back at 3rd. This is a huge week for your team. 4 games and I was going to say 5, but right before coming on here, realistically, it's more like 4 games in 4.5 days. So how do you kind of manage this situation?
Well, obviously play here tonight, and then we're going to take tomorrow off, just get the guys away from the rink, get some rest, and show up Friday. And, we brought everyone here, so we have options if guys get banged up or tired. So we should be able to keep everyone fresh and playing, and it's going to take everyone this week for sure. Is
there a situation, too, where you manage minutes, maybe manage guys' minutes differently?
Yeah, potentially, all on how the game's going. If we're out to a big league, say, maybe rest some of our top guys, or, heaven forbid, we're trailing, those guys and get a lot of minutes. So it all kind of depends on game to game and period to period, really.
We talked about managing minutes last week with defenseman Patrick Kudla, who returned exactly a week ago with a series. He had 3 goals in 3 games and 2 real highlight ones on Saturday night.
Yeah, he was tremendous, not just on the score sheet, but leadership on the back end. He's a big voice in that room, and the guys respond to him. And it's a really big plus having him back and looking forward to him going again tonight.
Yeah, and last week you talked about managing his minutes. Be the 4th straight game, you go 11 forwards and 7 defensemen. With him here tonight, is that kind of a similar plan?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just got in a good groove, especially up front. Getting guys a few more shifts here and there, and all the guys can play with each other. And I thought the D got in a good groove, and we're playing well, so we didn't really want to change it up going into tonight.
We talked about finding different ways to win. You guys found different ways to score goals last week, power play goals, even strength goals, and a couple of 4-on-4 strikes as well in that series opener, 3 of them, I believe, off the top of my head. 4-on-4 play, how do you strategize that? I'm sure there's a lot of thought about who goes out there on the ice, and maybe it kind of changed things up a little bit. The ice is obviously open a little more.
Yeah, you kind of want to go with guys that can skate and possess the puck. 4-on-4 is all about puck possession. So if you have guys that can control the pace of play with their speed and their puck skills, that's kind of what you look for when you're putting guys out there. And obviously guys that have a little bit offensive finish is a big bonus.
Well, you guys 6-3 in your last 9 games. So you 3-game series sweep over Allen last week, so you're able to erase a 2-game sweep on home ice against Tahoe 2 weeks ago. Now you get ready for 4 games in 5 days in this building, a team which has been really good on home ice this year. You guys have been really good on the road this year, 9-3-3 in your last 15 games, and you're going to need that to continue with 7 straight beginning tonight.
Yeah, we have to come ready to go. Like I said, we've been good on the road. I think our guys like being on the road, being around each other. So just got to come out and play hard. We don't have to be fancy on the road. We just got to get the job done.
It's been a tightly contested series between your guys' club and Tahoe this year. You guys with a record of 3-5. What have you noticed from them? Because it's kind of been you see them early, then you kind of go a little stretch where you don't see them for a while. But now that you've had the opportunity to look back 2 weeks ago, what can you tell us about them?
They're very dynamic off the rush. That's a big harping point for us this week is to eliminate their transition game and make sure we're not giving up odd man rushes, because if you do, they can make you pay. So we need to control the pace of play, not get in a track meet, really kind of slow them down, like I said, off the transition, and hopefully we should have some success.
Well, there you have it. That's Steelheads head coach Everett Sheen. Sheeners, always appreciate the time. Best of luck and have some fun tonight.
Thanks for having me, Cam.